welcome back after a great holiday season. We truly hope you enjoyed it. Of course, don't forget we have the most dangerous holiday of all coming up for us gentlemen, Valentine's Day. If we come through, that's what was expected. If we don't come through, well, it'll be a long year. And want to welcome many of the clubs that are here represented. Some of them are the baby boomers, the rock and rollers, the golfers. Golfers are usually louder than that. The bridge club. Subdued. TGIF. The pickleballers. The old pros. The bocce club. The rainbow club. And of course the Saddleback Church. Joey's had many different adventures. From winning the Gong Show, selling fashionable women's clothes. I don't think they did them at the same time. She leads check stands to the stars, and when she came here, she brought her funny bone with her. Classy, clean, and witty comes to mind when you talk about Joey. This wise and energetic single grandmother connects with her audiences with intelligence and real-life humor. Her insight to senior life in Southern California is original and unpredictable. We get to hear her jokes and observations on humor here in the village. So Joey sings, she dances, and she does stand up. We call Joey our own funny lady, but at the Improv they called her the sexy senior citizen. So now, let's have a big round of applause and a welcome to Joey Sims.
Thank you. All right. How is everyone tonight? Oh, I'm so proud of all of you. You're not sitting home vegetating, are you? Oh. Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but I've lost 11 pounds. Yeah. It only costs $15 a pound. That's what I've spent at Weight Watchers to lose this. I told you about Weight Watchers that they asked me not to come back because they found out that I was buying other people's points. Anyway, I told you I was eating Thin Mints. It wasn't doing me any good. So I found out that if you turn an M&M upside down, it says Weight Watchers. I'm glad I'm losing because I'm truly shrinking. I was 5'7". Now they say I'm 5'4". I can't believe it. At my age, I can't believe it. I'm now willing to give you short guys a try. Did you hear that? I don't want to upset my boyfriend over here. Okay. Because he's not short. He's here with his beautiful caregiver. Yeah. Yeah. I asked one guy if he believed in love at first sight or should I walk by again. Of course, he didn't get it, you know. You know, love can change the way a person feels, just like when a parent changes a baby, and often it's also a big mess, right? And I told you girls, if you want to change a man in Laguna Woods, he'd better be wearing diapers. At this age, you don't change them, right? The trouble with a lot of us women is we get excited over every little thing and then we end up marrying him. I don't want to be accosted by a dead weapon. I don't want to. No. See, I just threw that in. Wasn't that good? Yeah. You know, marriage is just a lot like the army. Everybody complains, but most people re-enlist. And relationships are a lot like algebra. You look at your ex and wonder why. I left my ex for religious reasons. That's a true story. I married 38 years to an architect, and he got to thinking he was God. But who's helping me here? He got to thinking he was God, and I didn't. Oh, I guess you've heard that one before. Anyway, I met another man at 19 last week, and he tried to buy me a drink, but he couldn't buy it because his card was maxed out from phone sex. Another guy was flirting with a young woman next to me, and I felt very competitive. So I just gave him my sexiest look. Yeah. And then I told him, you know, if I were you, I wouldn't exploit her youth and her inexperience. They left together. I told you, I think one time, I had a younger guy, and he could really dance, and I enjoyed being with him. But then one day he said, "Sorry, Joey, the sparks are just no longer there." So I tasered him. And by the time I was through, he was sparking. I also met a guy that I stole his wheelchair. But he came crawling back to me. And then I go to 19, you know, I expect to meet a man every 5 years or so. And they're all watching TV, they're all watching football, you know. My idea of a Super Bowl is a clean toilet. And there's a wife that said to the hubby, "I have clothes to donate." He says, "Oh, just throw them away." She says, "No, I can't. There's starving people in the world." He said, "Well, then they don't wear your size." Yeah. He's now recovering from a head injury. Yeah. Another guy came home from work, and his girlfriend met him at the door with her bags packed. And he said, "What's going on?" And she said, "I am leaving you. I heard today you're a pedophile." And he says, "That's a really big word for a 12-year-old. My girlfriend screamed at her husband and said, he screamed at her and said, "Why is this house always dirty? You're always home." She said, "Well, why aren't we rich? You're always at work." Then I wanted to tell you, I was turning left to go to Stater Brothers. You know, that 5-minute stoplight? That's where I was, yeah. And some guy came up as fast as he could to get on the side of me, and he yelled out of his window, "I'm going to make your life a living hell." And I said, "No, you're not, because I'm not looking for a relationship at this time." This would be funny if this stuff wasn't true. Anyway, so I went into Staters, and I thought I'd try something new since I'm having to pay $100 more a month in Third, and we're going to have more next year. So I thought I'd try box wine. I'm Italian. I never bought a box of wine in my life. And so I bought the thing, and I'm taking it back. It says last 6 weeks. And they lied. Lasted me about 4 days, so they're going to give me. And then I thought, well, you know, what else do you need? Oh, I know, you need prune juice, right? So I go to Staters and I say, "Don't you have any prune juice?" "No." I go to Aldi's. "Don't you have any prune juice?" "No." I go to Trader Joe's. "Don't you have any prune juice?" He said, "No." So I went over to the manager, and a young man, a young, good-looking man, and I said, "You know, you got to understand, right behind that gate is 18,500 seniors, and we need prune juice." He was so puzzled when I left, I just left him standing there. So, then I was laughing. He laughed so hard. But then I went to Starbucks and to have a cup of coffee, and this stupid-looking guy ordered a caffeine mocha vodka Valium latte to go. I felt kind of bad just ordering a cup of coffee. You know, it was a lot more fun in the 20s, when I was 20 in the 70s, than it is the 70s and the 20s, yeah. I could hardly get that out. It's so damn true, yeah. I can't believe it's really weird being the same age as you old people. It's not. And I did finally figure out, I'm having a little trouble with my memory, but so do most people my age. And I'm very busy, so. Anyway, I don't like it when I'm going somewhere and I have to think, where are you going? So now to make myself feel good, I change the idea of where I'm going. And I don't brag about the expensive trips that I've been on, but I went to Costco and got gas. And here's a new social distancing line. I love listening at 19. I can't probably meet a man because I'm so busy taking notes. And one man said to his friend, he was trying to get this girl to talk to him, and he says, "If COVID doesn't take you out, can I?" And another guy says, let's see. I'd like to, wait a minute. Let's see. The other guy said something about toilet paper, and he wanted to be there. He wanted to be her Prince Charming. That was it. And then this little boy went to a Catholic mass, and he says to he went with his grandmother, and the priest was talking to him, and the priest said, "Do you know, young man, why I wear this collar?" And he said, "Yes, because it kills ticks and flies for 30 days. Yeah. And now I'm trying to think of different ways for us to save money to make up for our dues. And here's an idea. Walmart's going to start a new dental service. They really are. And the great thing is, if you have less than 12 teeth, you can get in the express line. And here's some new rules that just came out, and this is not a lie, this is all true. Alabama's new rule is no driving while blindfolded. Alaska's new rule is it's illegal to tie a dog to the roof. Idaho's new rule is anybody over 88 can't drive a motorcycle. And of course, California's new rule is called stealthing. Do you all know what that is? No. It's against the law. It's going to be a felony if you take off your condom without telling the other person. That is not a joke. That is a true story. I don't want to tell you what part of the law made that up, but I think you know. Okay. Stealthing. You look it up. Stealthing. It's a new California law. We won't know about it because we don't know anybody with condoms, so just... Okay, I got one more for you. This is called Sunday morning sex. I always get a little nasty at the end. Upon hearing that her elderly grandfather had just passed away, Katie went straight to her grandparents' house to comfort her grandmother, and she said, "How did Grandpa die?" And she said, "Well, he had a heart attack while we were making love on Sunday morning." Now, these are two 90-year-old grandparents. And Katie was horrified, and she said, people nearly 100 years old having sex would surely be asking for trouble. And she said, "We figured it out. The best time for us to do that was when the church bells are ringing." And he'd still be alive if the ice cream truck hadn't come along. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. This is one of my favorite comedians. His name is Mark Schumacher. He's a high school teacher, a speaker, and a stand-up comedian. And since 2006, he has performed comedy across the country, including internationally in Paris and London. He's been featured and written a comedy for the LA Times. And in 2012, he was named Orange County's funniest person. In 2015, he was selected as one of the top 100 comedians in the country and was on NBC Last Comic Standing. Let's give him a big Laguna Woods welcome.
All right, thank you, Joey. Keep it going for Joey. Wow, great job. That was fantastic. Oh, how are we doing, Laguna Woods? Boy, it's great to be back. I think this is my maybe fourth time back. I first was here maybe, I think 2014, 2015. So I've been back 4 or 5 times. I was a baby back then. And now I nearly qualify to live here, right? I do. I'm getting close. What is it, 55? I'm getting there. I'm 42. I'm coming for you guys, all right? Hey, guys, it's been so much fun spending time with you guys. I'm Mark Schumacher. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
We're going to have great cake and coffee, and I want you to see our board. We've worked hard, 15 years. I want you to give them an applause. This is Carol Feldman, and she's going to be our new secretary. And this is Arnie. I picked him up in Vancouver, and that's no lie. There he goes. And this is Martin, our great announcer. And Stan Feynman, who does all of our cards and everything. And he did the great golf cart that we had on July 4th. And this is Rosie, his wife. This is our fantastic producer. I said she's going to have me up here with no clothes on, swinging from a trapeze if she gets her way. And this is Margie. She's in charge of all the volunteers. Not an easy job. Oh, Bill Tilley is my fantastic publicity man. And what? Suri Klein is our vice president. Yeah. She's not 83 either. Here. That was. This is Margie. You already did that. Yeah. This is Bill, and this is our fantastic accountant Barbara. We've had her forever. Anyway, we owe these people 15 years of gratitude. I want you to give them a good applause.